He did not get the rune, however. And now Revo on the run. Everybody on the run. And as I was saying, maybe they could nerf the damage of Primal Spring and slow a little bit. Since now that the ability actually has that sound which enemies can hear, it seems pretty balanced to me in terms of like infiltration tactics and sneaky warding, etc. Just make it so that it's a typical magic nuke, 300 damage maybe, 60% slow on the last level, and then it's definitely good. Also, before I forget, I gotta put up blasters in the eyes.
Oh, sweet!
So on the mid lane, we got Nisha against Necroman, which is one hell of a matchup, and I end up completely missing the first blood.
What is this? I came here to be tested.
The dual offlane axe got punished hard by the lifestealer, but I kind of predicted that. This is what usually happens. Revo actually thinks it's worth sticking around just to keep bullying him out of the lane. Make sure L4W gets enough farm. As for the lone druid, Exotic Deer, also one of those tier 2 legends, which is... I would have loved to see Necroman lane against Exotic Deer actually. And Exotic Deer has a couple of mid lanes in his hero pool as far as I know. I've seen him stand in before, so I know he can technically play mid. Because those two players, they know each other really well, which I noticed during the typical lobby trash talk. Which actually was pretty interesting. There were Snapchat nudes involved and, you know, they know each other pretty well. And it was pretty hilarious. Meanwhile, we got Monkey King. Thank you, Dota, for not showing the distance, by the way. I would have loved to see when and where he wants to go in, if he wants to go in. Under the tower seems kind of risky, even with the creeps there.
Denied.
So it looks like Revo will just be chilling in the... Nope, never mind. We got him going in, but will not be able to accomplish anything. If he had level 2 right now, it could have been so much easier. Now actually, Lishash coming in. Rolling at Revo. Revo trying to teleport out, gets punished for it, however. And Necroman, can he get... No, he can't get Nisha, apparently. Nisha is just baiting right now. I mean, he knows he got reactive armor, he's Timbersaw, he's tank, he's under the tower, and he got Lishash with him. Lishash now just decides to roll at Necroman. Doesn't really care how much damage he takes since he's going back anyways. Support life, you know. And while that's happening on the bottom lane, we got Exotic Deer doing his best to bully RNT, getting himself a good couple of last hits. So this lane seems pretty successful. We got Revo sitting in the tree right now. Yeah, Revo seems to be looking for a kill here, or at least at least experience.
That should help.
They gotta know he's there, at least from the sound of things. I'm pretty sure Exotic Deer is aware of Monkey King being around. And while the tension here is building up, Kakor got killed off by the lifestealer, but this... I mean, this top lane is fierce. You got Rubik with the lift plus Fate Bolt nuke, plus the lifestealer slow. It's pretty powerful. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, however, tension is still building. We're gonna see some action here. Like, it's a Monkey King. Where he goes, there will be kills, or at least attempts to. RNT acting natural. I mean, I know this Monkey King is gonna jump in. He wants to. The fact that he's not like jumping from left to right alone means that he's really eager to jump in. Instead, however, he's not gonna jump in to initiate, he's gonna jump in to save Night Stalker's life. Or not, because it's nighttime, Night Stalker can get away. Like, Revo is sitting here and he wants to jump in somewhere to get a kill. I want to see him jump in somewhere to get a kill, so this game stays interesting, but instead he's just... There it is. I've waited all this time for this one moment. And he doesn't even get a kill, all he does is buy RNT some space. Then just bleed base. No, actually he doesn't bleed base. He's just gonna go mid lane and snatch some experience and maybe a last or two here. As for Exotic Deer, he's still doing a pretty good job farming, considering that Monkey King was there to try and kill him all the time. He's now doing his best to catch up in the jungle. And this is gonna be a Midas Lone Druid. Meanwhile, we got Revo being gone by Nisha here. Yeah, he had no place to run there. You can't really jump into trees against the Timbersaw. And I mean, Revo is gonna have a bad time. He is counterpicked so hard from every direction. Like on bottom lane there's Nightstalk to counterpick to like counter him. On middle lane there's Timbersaw to counter him. And the Earth Spirit, who's usually around the top lane, sometimes comes in to help people's life. I mean, he's roaming, but top lane needs the help the most. Just look at the Slice Dealer. L4W now going for a might. He's got face boots, got shield, got quelling blade. He's good to go. Meanwhile, RNT now going onto the Lone Druid. That is pretty good ensnare. Now Monkey King coming in with the spring, and there we go. Monkey King just turning into a ward. He now needs to get out of here safely. Oh yeah, he can do that. I was like, Earth Spirit is gonna come in, roll in, and destroy his tree, but no. He's just gonna TP out in peace. Trying up together with Lana.
Set in stone. Regeneration. Over here now. Go for my master.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Go!
And it seems like top lane has found some lane equilibrium. And just as I say that, we get a gank in and Keeper of the Light is gonna go down. I was like, it seems like this lane has found equilibrium. It's just standing still for a long while and then this happens. So yeah, now Bogazici leading by quite a bit. Revo meanwhile ready to jump in, but he knows Timbersaw got an eye on him, has to get away. He's also kinda reluctant to use the Primal Spring here, since even under the tower with 4-second stun, Timbersaw with this much mana can kill you.
Invisibility.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Beautiful deny from the Night Stalker. Nisha, meanwhile, just getting out of there. He's a Timber, so he can pretty much face tank everything.
That should help.
And it looks like we might get some action on the bottom lane as Lana is coming in. Being gone on, but like I said, he can tank anything. And he does that while Revo is gonna go down here, it seems. No, never mind. Beautiful stun on 2. He'll be able to get out of there. Nisha, meanwhile, still face tanking everything. This guy's just immortal. I mean, focusing the tank in any MOBA is generally a bad idea. And I get that Bogazici feel the pressure to make something happen, but seems like this Timbers are somewhat spiraling out of control. As for alright, Revo disguising himself as the courier.
Stupendous.
I actually really love that courier disguise thingy. I don't really get why it's not used more often. I also don't know if he will take on any skin or just become like a normal
Radiant's
donkey.
top tower is under attack.
I kind of feel like he should become the skin
Radiant structures are
of the
fortified.
courier of the faction, since Dota actually wants
Radiant's bottom
Dota
tower
actually
is
wants
under
the
attack.
disguise to be a useful skin and not just some kind of like meme ability, but this could be such great counter counter. Yeah, or you just do it like this. That of course too is really
bottom
effective.
tower is under attack.
Meanwhile in the bottom lane, oh god, somebody chased near the shrine. And that was the first hit in Tangle to make sure Stonespirit can't zip-zap out of there. Revo not really able to make anything happen other than bringing in an L4W. And L4W is big, he's pretty fat. Revo is gonna go down, but L4W gets a kill.
Wings of the night.
He can man-fight Timbersaw as the only one, but I don't think he really can do more than damage him a little bit before his team shows up in this scenario. Still, if this lifesteal keeps going in terms of farm, then Timbersaw might not be as immortal soon. And I'm actually gonna take a look at items. We got Night Stalker, who has the typical stuff: Quelling Blade, Shield, Phase Boots to run people down. Rubik with Mana Boots. Monkey King, he got Boots, Orb of Venom, Magic Wand, not Stick Wand. He's pretty rich for a supporting Monkey King, and he got Round Boots as well. Also, it looks like a fight just broke loose on the top lane. We get RNT dying. And let's do it. They're actually getting a good amount of kills.
Dire structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under
Top
attack.
tower is just gonna go down here. There is not really anyone on Bogazici
Dire's
who
top
can
tower has fallen.
man up against.
Radiant's middle tower
Let's
is
do it
under
right now.
attack.
I mean, let's do it. They got a Lone Druid who has the Spirit Bear, who is really good early game, despite himself scaling like one of the latest, next to like Legion Silencer. Then there is Axe, who is right now also hitting his power spike. Timbersaw, who is hitting his power spike. Pretty much all of these heroes have hit their power spikes right now. So let's do it. They can do whatever they want as long as no support is frontlining. They should be able to handle themselves. I mean, Spirit Bear, 2.7k health, 6 armor. Yeah, he's tanky enough. Also, RNT almost going down. Getting chased here by 3, but he manages to get away. However, the tower is now also MDL. He's not Lana. Alright. Well, that's what he gets for answering some random mumbling when I asked him how to pronounce his name.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
He just, I think they're Spanish or Mexican, I don't know. Don't judge me for getting it wrong. The lobby was like really spam heavy. Literally every half a second somebody said go while we hadn't even chosen sides and first pick and everything. But yeah, MDL. I will, however, point out I explicitly asked him which name he wanted pronounced. No clear answer means I just do my best. Alright, so Kakor just got ganked by Necroman on a Storm Spirit, and Monkey King on the bottom lane who tried to kill Lishash with his ultimate even went down to the axe. And like I said, let's do it. The only real weakness they have is the 2 squish supports. Other than that, they can pretty much force fights, push towers all they want. They're ahead right now. If they keep wrecking towers, they're going to stay ahead, so Bogazici is, and I'm pretty sure I called this during the draft. Not 100% certain though. However, I got a feeling, like I already mentioned, that Bogazici would be on the reactive side of things. That they would be the ones to try and just outlast Let's Do It's power spike. I mean, Bogazici's main power spike can last up to 40 or so minutes. After 40 minutes, the lone druid will eventually be like 6 slotted, and then of course he gets really powerful because eventually it will be 7 slotted, 8 slotted, etc. This is, by the way, a classic I let my Spirit Bear do the tanking build.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
At least temporarily. We don't know if he's not gonna pick up Hurricane Pike or anything like it. But right now we got Meeseek Sarangi. Yeah, he actually renamed Bear, which is so cool that Dota is now actually showing those names properly. Also, MDL is gonna hit the floor. Just circles on pieces. English is hard. Axe calling and going down. Lifesteal, of course, really good at countering the Axe as the only one in Bogazici right now. Stone Spirit isn't bad, but he wants to get close in to hit with the ball lightning, and then he can get called really quickly because Stone Spirit 2 has turn animation. I know it doesn't always seem that way, but it does. Also, Earth Spirit just got torn apart, but Bogazici, they can't really capitalize off this right now, and they don't really need to either. They just need to last till the moment where they can actually become the aggressor once again with a huge lifestealer who's able to insta-kill anyone as long as they're locked down long enough, and a good deal of lockdown. It seems pretty good in theory. The game is pretty quiet so far. as Bogazici just managed to mount a defense against Let's Do It, who are still on their power spikes, and Bogazici, of course, they know that they can't win any fights as of right now, so they're just gonna draw their time. I mean, Monkey King scales incredibly well. The Wukong's command alone is like incredibly powerful. It basically allows you to get a crap ton of auto attacks in on people who got like Vortex by Stone Spirit, and alright, MDL getting torn apart here by the Axe, who gets off a beautiful call. His teammates bang him up, of course. Now Night Stalker running in, but he's running at the Axe. The only one really able to kill the Axe or deal significant damage is Storm Spirit, who now got silenced. Earth Spirit, however, made the mistake of rolling in and will give Lifesteal a double kill. Night Stalker now also hitting the floor, and Keeper of the Light. That's a triple kill for L4W. Necroman is gonna go down for it, but I kind of feel like this is worth it because L4W, he's really important. Desolator done. I wonder what he's going for next. Like, if he gets one more fight like that previous one, then he's pretty much gonna be unstoppable for the time being. And Let's Do It, they don't want to be in this position. Exactly this position, where all of their heroes are just farming the jungle. Nobody's even on the lane, so they decide to smoke up, try to change their current situation. And what did I say about support? I'm serious, I should take up Dota coaching again. Because it's always things like this. And I mean, of course, it's really hard to notice these kinds of things when you're in the game. Usually in the game you just think like, we need a ward, support go ward. And support goes warding, support gets picked off. You just like wear hats a little bit. Now your support's gone. Alright, there we go. Terra finally catching up to Stone Spirit and Lifestealer laying chase to Nisha. Now we got a turnaround with the Earth Spirit. Axe as well coming in. L4W is gonna go down here. Necroman manages to zip away, but he's dead. Actually denied himself time there though, which is pretty impressive. Like Bloodstone awareness, the fact that you realize I got this item in my inventory, I can suicide if needs be. I always end up forgetting that, especially on Stone Spirit. On Timbersaw I keep it in the back of my mind because I'm a big tank, I'm supposed to die a couple of times. I live till the end of a team fight, which usually gives me enough charges to die, you know, but with Stone Spirit where you're zapping around, you don't want to die, you actually need it for the mana regen. Different story entirely.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And we get the ball lightning defense, but this is a 23 minutes high ground push from Let's Do It.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And Let's Do It for them. It's now
Radiant's
open hunting
bottom
season on the
tower
shrines,
is
at
under
least
attack.
when they decide they want to. That's a bit of an unfortunate creep there, but Let's Do It. The main thing, like what they need to do is they just need to prevent Bogazici from drawing time and finding value across the map, which they're doing right now by dropping Lifesteal into the Radiant jungle, having Lifesteal farm the Radiant entrance. I mean, those are resources, and right now it's a resource game for Bogazici. They need resources to get back in the game. They got Nightstalker and Aghanims. No gem, however. The second Nightstalker gets a gem, Bogazici might actually managed to somehow pull back the resource game.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And
Dire's bottom
let's
tower
do it.
has
They're
fallen.
just gonna keep doing what they do best. The bear hitting a crap ton on buildings actually.
Dire's
I mean,
bottom
even
tower
without
is
any
under attack.
abilities on,
Radiant's
it's
top tower is under attack.
still 180
Dire's
plus
bottom
weight.
tower has fallen.
God damn it,
Radiant's
Dota, I need to
structures
know
are
whether that
fortified.
bonus damage is like just
Radiant's
base
top
damage
tower
or
is
all
under
damage,
attack.
because it doesn't seem like it seems powerful, but it doesn't seem powerful enough to be all damage, especially like radiance damage plus rapid damage amplified by those 40%. And Team Bogazici, they're kind of being driven in a corner bit by bit. I mean,
Dire's
they're
middle
doing their
tower
best
is
to keep
under
their
attack.
resource gain alive, which means they technically, like, as long as they're not that far behind, especially the line view who's currently third in network, they can still make comebacks here, but
Tower is under attack.
that's the Night Stalker gem, which they desperately needed for some value.
Has fallen.
Use that Aghanim's to de-ward, make sure you can win the resource battle in the long run, and now, unless Bogazici managed to make a pretty big comeback here, which potentially seems possible. That's a good start. Now we got L4W hitting away at people, but he's gonna get nuked down. The Monkey King ultimate not really doing anything here. He doesn't have Skull Basher yet, so that explains why no bash.
Dire's middle tower.
And only Necroman and Monkey King are still alive.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Alright. As Rubik responds, Lively decides to buy back. Stone Spirit just going in again. He is going on the Spirit Bear, but Alfredo manages to walk out of there. I actually really like this loadout. Black Lone Druid with like white fur, at least in some places white, like on his back. Yeah, this is enough. This is enough for me to count it. Like, we got a black and white bear and a white and black bear. Also, while I'm admiring the loadout, El Lishash going down, Lishash, I think. Revo just hiding out in the trees. And Bogazici, they know they need to win this Roche fight. If Let's Do It just gets a Roche here, then it's probably gonna be game. Alright, Lone Druid being jumped on. Of course, love the Aghanims. Lone Druid is a prime target. There goes the huge Spirit Bear with Radiance. The gem hitting the floor as well. And Bogazici now tearing through the axe. Night Stalker, meanwhile, running at two supports, decides to not 2v1. MDL going back to base as well. And Let's Do It, despite still being near the Roche, but still being in the frontline position. Lone Druid is not in a all too comfortable spot right now. He has like... He doesn't even have any really big items. He's pretty fat, he's top of net worth, it's not that,
Radiant's
but
top
it's more
tower is
that
under attack.
he's building for the I'm going to split push with my bear, I'm going to have my bear frontline build. Alright, we get to see Nisha being gone on here. It's a tanky timber saw, but if he goes down here, nope, he's gonna get away.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
It's only a 325 magic block. Can I see how that's calculated? No, I can't. Nice. How I love it when Dota does not show calculations anymore. Since 325, it seems like the shield remained up for more damage there. But it might just be that the 325 means health that is taken by a spell after like magic reduction got used, which would make a lot of sense considering then Hood of Divine's activation effect has a lot of synergy with the base item itself. But anyways, like I was saying, Bogazici, they're still keeping their resource gain up and alive. I mean, doing a lot of ratting here and there. Now let's do it. They're gonna get the Roche, which is somewhat logical considering they got a big team fight combo team. Like, you got the Assaulters, you got the Radiance, you got Axe, who exhaust more than one person attacking him. Exotic Deer manages to get the Eeps here. Necroman risked quite a lot there by jumping in, and I mean it would have been an amazing play, which could have definitely introduced Bogazici to a victory here. Like, it could have been the start of the turnaround, but you can't always make that risky play. Now it's maybe not necessarily lost, but
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
that's another tier 3 melting. Melee Rex now, just look at the damage. Timbersaw and Nisha here frontlining while the bear is just eating Rex. Nisha even managed to solo kill the Rex under 2 base towers with a crap ton of armor. That's definitely not a good way to like start off a base defense slash high ground siege. Second lane of Rex crumbled. The outshrines are gone as well, so right now let's do it. All they need to do, even if they get pushed back here right now, they just need one more lane of Rex with a lone druid and the entire team who are currently on their power spike isn't hard, and that's Storm Spirit dying. Probably has to buy back here, but alright. GG being called. No buyback there. It seems really ambitious to hold on to one kind of like one lane of Rex against lone druid and red Dota extremely well, so that sums up game 1. We got 2 more games coming up, so stay tuned. I'm your caster, Joyce Try. Quite frankly, I just want to sleep right now since I've been up for a good 24 hours and I'm pretty tipsy. And thank you all for watching, and of course feel free to support the sponsors. You know, feel free to come back to Hitbox, check it out sometimes, because Tier 2 Dota has become somewhat rare since Dota 2 launched